Day. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Touchdown, Indianapolis! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Room to run past midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's bring it.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pushes past him. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts open the lead up to 34-0.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the road.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He can't get him down. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Remember on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
Down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to it.
On the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge, because right now he's absolutely shredding him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Second and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice little juke. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And the round is on here in this 1st half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Finding some room at midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here? Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's the Panthers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 3. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9 now. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Blitz coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken at the 46. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down at the 28.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.